I'm going to admit it. My YouTube thumbnails were terrible. I started going back and looking at some of my old videos on my personal channel and on my procurement channel called The Source. And as I started to look at the thumbnails going back 2, 3, 4, 5 years, I'm realizing that they are not good. I have historically used the bare minimum tools. I'll admit, I'm fairly lazy about making thumbnails for my YouTube videos. I'll just find a stock image, put some text over it, call it a day. I don't even use my own images unless I let YouTube just automatically pick it from the video. But I started using some analytics tools and started watching some YouTube videos about how to improve my channels. And the number one thing that usually comes up is have better thumbnails. So I figured out how to make better thumbnails. And I'm going to show you how to use 2 or 3 different tools to make better thumbnails. These are all free, by the way. So I am showing you how to use free tools to get better thumbnail results. And you're not entirely reliant upon your own personal product shots to get the most baller thumbnail. I'm actually going to change things up, and I'm going to do a screen share and then also put the tripod on my desk so I can film myself doing a couple of things on the computer and get better audio. So when I do the screen share, I can put it all together. So off to the computer. Okay, so I'm using a tiny tripod on my actual desk, and I'm going to do things in front of my computer. My computer's screen's right here. So I'm going to do a like a screencast of the computer so you can follow along what I'm doing on the screen, and then I will use the superior audio of the camera to track it. So I'm going to talk to the camera, but you're not going to see this. Who wants to see this when you can see that? The first thing that you want to do is go to www.unsplash.com. Unsplash allows you to download Creative Commons free to use images. And for the sake of this example, I am about to record a video about shaving. So I am going to type in shaving. All right, that's a good image. I'm going to download this one. I'm going to wait for it to download. There it is. It's downloading at the bottom. I'm going to download this one. And I am going to download this one. I'm going to give myself 3 options. So you have a variety of options on unsplash.com to download free Creative Commons images to use in your videos. The next thing is, in some of these examples, you want to be able to remove background. So if you type into Google, remove background, or you can go to remove.bg.upload, or just remove.bg. That's the next thing. So if you click on upload image, it's going to default to my download section. Let's click on this one. All right, so what it did is it removed the background and created a clear image for this image. The reason why I'm doing this ahead of time is that Canva offers a solution for this, but they charge for it. So this is a free service. The image quality isn't great, but it'll get the job done for what you're trying to do. So let's click download for this, and that will go into my download folder, which I'll use when I open up Canva. So go to canva.com. I'm not going to show you how to sign up for an account, but sign up for an account. And then you can go into an option to create a design. What I am recommending that you do, you'll see that there is a YouTube thumbnail option on here. So if you don't see this you want to try, type in YouTube thumbnail. All right, so you can just click on that. It'll take you to a template. It'll get you started. All right, so you click on the plus button. It's going to take you into the designer. And then you'll see there's a bunch of options. So I'm going to show you how to do 2 different ones. There's 2 different styles that you can take advantage of. So let's do one that doesn't rely on having a clear background. You see that I'm scrolling around to the options on the left. And you're seeing most of these, if you see what I'm clicking on, or I'll just click on one of these. This requires two things. You'll see the X's in the image. That means that this is not a free image to use, and you would have to download it. You'd have to pay to download it. So if you go and that's why I stripped out the background. I could upload the other file and use it. So actually, for the sake of this conversation, let's do that one first. So if you click on upload, go to upload files. That's where the remove background is. I can just drag this over that other guy. I don't even have to, like, it'll re-image and resize it, but then I'm gonna have to stretch this out a little bit so I can get his whole shoulder. And then I'm gonna pull that up. Wait. I might have to crop this. That's the top of the image. So I can do this, right? This thing already came with, you see over here where his shoulders, there we go. You don't want to cut off his shoulder. And then you have this thing with his mouth. You could just kind of put those things over there. I'll keep that for the sake of this conversation. And then I'll just gonna shaving. Okay, so this is 3 different boxes. So shaving with do I have a space there? Safety razor. Is it razor? I'm gonna move this up a little bit, create a little bit of space. Okay, you go in the file. We're gonna shave this. I like to do TM for thumbnail. Shaving. Safety. 2023-03. That's how I name my stuff. You click on the save button, and then you do file, download. If you want to find all of your previous work, you can click on home, and then you go into your projects, and then you will see, like, this is, it takes a while for it to generate a thumbnail, funnily enough, but that's where you can go to find your previous work. So I'm gonna go back to home, I'm gonna click on thumbnail, now I'm gonna do the other one that's more using the full picture. So if you click on, again, we gotta find one that kind of has a carve out. Here you go, here's one. So you click on upload, upload files, and let's look at this one. All right, so it has these like little pre-established designs in there. I'm just gonna remove that. So this one, I have a little bit less text. Shaving, follow up. Expand that. Shrink this down. All right, I shrunk that down enough. Shaving with a safety blade. I like that better. And then for this, we'll do March 2023. And you can make this a little bit bigger. All right, let's upload another file in here. Just, oh, I already did that one. So Sammy, Helen Bath. Wasn't there a third one that I downloaded? Let's try this one. There we go. So you could use that one. I actually kind of like the way that picture looks. So we'll do file, we'll rename it, shaving, and we'll do 2023-03 version 2. We'll save that. See, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this one because I'm not entirely sure if that's a safety blade or not in the picture, but you get the point. So the first thing is go to Unsplash, try to find an image that you want to use. If you need the background removed because you want to use a template that strictly focuses on the person or the specific image, go through Remove.bg, remove the background, and then upload those images to Canva, and then you could use those with the pre-established templates that are available to you. A lot of this functionality is behind a paywall, so you can work entirely within the tool. You'll just have to pay for some of that stuff. And then another thing is sometimes there are certain templates and options where you can't change the size of the image, right? So again, I'll show this when you do download. You'll notice here that you can't change this. So if for whatever reason it gives you a bigger image file, like sometimes some of the templates are bigger than this, the 1280 by 720 is the default thumbnail size for YouTube. So it may not let you change that. It doesn't make you let it get bigger. It doesn't make you let it get smaller. So you can shrink them. So it's just something to be aware of. So we'll download this too. And that's it. It's that simple. These thumbnails, in my opinion, look a lot better than at least what I was doing historically. Oh, and here's another thing that you can do. Let's say that you don't like that he's facing in the opposite direction. You can do that. Look how nice. Okay, so there you have it. Here are 3 tools that you can use: Canva, background remover, to make better thumbnails. You can also use free sites and free services like Unsplash to get stock photos. And the combination of those 3 or 4 things, you can make a much better thumbnail in a reasonably quick time. It's not too labor intensive, and you get much better results. My general feedback, based on my own experiences, is don't just use pictures with busy backgrounds. It's better to isolate the person. So you could take a background removal and just take the image of the person, and then use a flat, clean background so the text pops off the screen. You should have text on your thumbnails that is readable in a clean font, so when people are looking at the thumbnails, they have a general idea of what the videos are about. Don't use more than 5 words. So using these tools, you can make a good, clean thumbnail. It doesn't cost you any money, but I will say that because you have to switch back and forth between all of these different platforms to get it for free, Canva offers a very, very nice selection of services for one package and for the money. So I'm not getting paid by Canva. I'm just using the services and just having a little bit of technical knowledge and having to go off and do all these different things separately. They do a really nice job putting it together in one package. So, you know, it's not terrible to pay for a service. I actually think that the site is really good. They've really helped me step my thumbnail game up, and I like the interface and I like using the tools, and a lot of my frustrations with Canva would be eliminated with the free service. So if you're serious about it, and you should spend the money and use Canva, it really is an all-in-one package. I think it's quite good. And again, not getting paid for that. But I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope this was interesting and useful to you. I've seen similar videos. I did my own research and it was useful to me. Some of the things that I mentioned, some of the tools that I mentioned, the techniques that I put together, I didn't see in some of these other videos. So there are workarounds to get past some of the limitations of the free services. And I hope that that information was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with another video shortly.